YouTube, how are you now? We are in Escape from Tarkov, the new Lighthouse map. So they did a new wipe 12.12 today. They introduced the new Lighthouse map, so we're gonna check it out. It's been a while since I played this game, so it's been a couple months, but I'm just in offline mode. Just want to explore the map, see all the points of interest and all that good stuff. But they did add a few more things in this update as well, like inertia. So movement isn't as responsive, like changing directions and getting started and stopping, especially with weight. So it's incremental based on weight. So the more you weigh, the harder it is to move from direction to direction. And then they've added some new guns, some new grenades, some new gadgets, so like rangefinders. They've also added some new, oh, it does feel weird, like the weight just carries kinda. They added some new weapon malfunctions, so I'm not so sure about that. People hated the misfires before, but they've added failure to load, failure to cycle, and then jamming, which is based on overheating. So supposedly the new malfunctions can't happen on new guns that are above 93% durability, except the overheating one. So as long as you keep your guns in good shape, or new guns, they shouldn't jam unless you fire them for too long and they overheat and they jam that way. Yeah, the inertia feels a little weird, but I'm sure you just gotta get used to it. You can't just 80. Yeah, there's definitely delay trying to 80 spam. It ain't happening, dude. Alright, so I probably shouldn't get too involved in these houses. Just check out the main points of interest. See how big this map is. It looked pretty big from the trailer. But we'll see how much is actually playable space. Oh, it's giving me a headache. It's probably because the field of view is lower than I'm used to, like in Battlefield and stuff. I've been playing Battlefield quite a bit, so I think this only goes up to, where's the options menu? I think this only goes up to like 75. Field of view would be under here, wouldn't it? Maybe game then? Oh, okay, yeah, 75 field of view. Which vertical, I believe, is like 100. Depends how they have it set up, though. Whether it's 16:9 ratio or 4:3 ratio. So this looks like about as far as you can go this way. Maybe you can keep going up these rocks. Don't break your legs, dummy. Yeah, I definitely can't play this game for very long. I'm getting a headache already. Sucks that a lot of FPS games don't have the same settings for field of view. All that kind of stuff makes it hard to play multiple games. It's transitioning between them unless you want to keep all the settings the same between the games, so just match the settings for whatever is shared between all of them. My goodness, it takes forever for your stamina to come back. He is level 0 though. Again, it did start over, so all the skills are back at nothing. Even though I didn't play too much last wipe, I did get the skills higher than 0, so there was a noticeable improvement in all those things. But yeah, I probably won't be playing this wipe, as I don't really want to play by myself. Unless it was PvE only. If they end up adding PvE only in the near future, then I'll play some, but PvP required, it's been too long and I don't feel like getting back into it. Trying to relearn everything while getting smoked by these people who've been playing this game forever. It is a very punishing game. Rewards, map knowledge, knowledge of all the mechanics and all that. Oh, this is an invisible wall. Guess you can't go that way. On top of having skills that you improve over time that make a pretty big difference as well, like strength allows you to carry a lot more weight without getting exhausted. Perception allows you to hear farther distances. It's pretty nuts. I mean, it is like MMO based, so in that sense it makes sense to do that, but in PvP, oh, it's an extraction, okay. Found an extraction point. In PvE, or PvP, it doesn't make sense, because you're starting out at every possible disadvantage. It's okay like in the beginning of wipe when everybody's starting over, but you're trying to jump in like mid-wipe. People are already maxed out on their skills and all that, and you're starting from scratch. It's not going to be a good time for you. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just walking around trying to see if there's anything. I'm guessing that's like the edge of the map there, where that extraction is. That's usually where the extractions are. Oh, I wonder if you can get in this water. Or is that going to kill me? I don't think I'm supposed to be over here. Let's see what happens. Nope, can't even go down. Can't even suicide yourself here. Alright. Oh, there's more up here though. Okay. Yep, there's a fence. Sometimes there's more on the other side of these fences though, so this might not be the actual edge. Could be just like a separation. I don't think I can get up these rocks and climb over. Nope. The movement is definitely very clunky feeling. I mean, they're going for realism, so that makes sense, but when you're used to playing other games, it feels very slow. But that is intentional, so. I think I was already here, so. It's not meant to be a run and gun type game, you know, it's meant to be more like a strategic survival, slower paced, realistic. Not for everybody, but it has its own niche. Okay. Guess that's as high as I can get that way. Trying to get a good vantage point so I can kind of scope out the map as a whole. one thing I didn't miss was having to re-examine all the items in the traders. So that's the first thing you should do when you start a new wipe is go into all the traders and examine all the items that are unexamined. One, it gives you XP, so you level up to level 2. But 2, it also saves you the time of having to examine them in raid. There's a lot of items in the traders that you can examine, and the guns have a lot of attachments you can examine as well. Saves you time in the raid. So, but there's a lot of things to do. That took like, I don't know, 15 minutes just by itself. Would be nice if they added like an examine all traders, at least in the traders. Just doing that every wipe, that's not fun. It's necessary and useful, but not fun. Not fun for gameplay. And then Fence, his inventory refreshes constantly, so you should probably just keep checking back with him every now and then. New items to examine, whereas all the other ones stay pretty static until you level them up. What is that? Can't speak Russian, main. Google Translate. Could be like mines or something. The other maps have mines and stuff. Ooh, look at that. Nice little lake, but you can't go in the water. Well, you can dip your foot in it, but that's as far as you can go. You might be able to go to this little island though, if it's shallow, yeah. I do like the concept of this game though. What they plan on doing with it, because they plan on making it just an entire open world, so they have a bunch of separated maps right now. And maps that they're working on that aren't in the game yet, but their end game goal is to link them all together so it's just one gigantic open world. And then they plan on doing like PvE focus as well, so you can do PvE only if you want in the open world with the questing and the story driven type aspect of it. So that's what I'm excited for, but that's probably a long ways off. So even the big map they're working on now, which is Streets, it's bigger than all these maps combined, and it's supposed to be coming out sometime next year. So that's going to be like their first major test for the whole open world philosophy, because these all have like 45-minute max time limits on them, whereas that one's going to be hours long. So the raids are going to be much more drawn out. Probably much more spread out because of how big the map is, so not as likely to run into multiple players unless they have a huge player count on it. This is probably another extraction as well. So it's probably going to be mostly PvE. Bots. Oh, maybe it's not an extraction. Maybe it's just an end of the map. Pac-Man, huh? Not Pac-Man? The Russian version of Pac-Man? Oh, this goes out pretty far too. Oh shoot, nope, that's the edge of the map. Don't want to go there. Oops, wrong button. Stop the bleeding. So yeah, that's the edge of the map. Don't go there, you're gonna get sniped. I thought it was safe, just a road, but it ain't safe. Don't go that way. Alright, so this is more like the industrial area of the map. So this cut off, is this inaccessible, or do I just need to find a way through to get to this other side here? They did say this is the first iteration though, and they're going to be expanding on it, changing it like they do the other maps as well. Oh, okay, I guess you can't go this way. It's like shipping containers and stuff, so this must be like a dock area. Is there the main water here? So I guess you can't go to that building there. Doesn't look like. That might be off limits for now. Yeah, this is giving me a serious headache. You gotta commit to one game or the other, or make sure all your settings are shared between all the games, otherwise switching between games, not a good experience. That's probably out of bounds too, I would assume. Don't want to get shot out there, so I ain't going out there, man. It looks pretty barren, so I don't think that's, yeah, that's sniper zone, so don't go that way. Would be nice to have that sign over there too, man. Just gotta use your sense of judgment, I guess. This map is pretty big though. Does seem pretty big. Then all the maps seem pretty big when you first go in them because you don't have a clue where you are. It's probably another extraction there. How do you look at extractions? Is it O? Okay, so they got quite a few extraction points. That must be streets over there. Coming soon, TM. Huh? Stuck. There's my propofol wearing off, even though I shouldn't have used it. Luckily it's offline mode, so it doesn't count. I don't lose anything, but I don't gain anything. I wonder if they plan on adding vehicles and stuff though when they go with the larger maps, or if that's not how they intend to play the game. Because I mean, if all of these maps are connected together, I couldn't imagine having to traverse them on foot, you know? They'd have to do some kind of like fast travel or save point, and then you can go to a different location, something like that. Especially if it's story where you have to like go between different points of interest that are all over the map. I don't think people want to play the majority of their time just running from point A to point B, you know? Especially if it's huge. Especially when you don't have infinite sprint either, you gotta work with your stamina here. Where's the actual lighthouse? This map is Lighthouse, but where is the actual light? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it over there. And that looks like, maybe not. I thought that looked like the reserve, like circular building at the top. Could be. I don't know. I don't know where this map is in relation to everything else. Other than shoreline should be connected to shoreline. Because there is a lighthouse in shoreline. I don't know if that's the same lighthouse this one is. Quiet Coast. Is this supposed to lead to like the resort on shoreline? Or is this just like a little detour to show you the coast area off the main road? Can I ride this ATV? Get on it, man. Let's go. F. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so got a couple little beach houses over here. What are these, shops or these houses? Oh, there's the house. Hey, you jam out, man. Take a look through the scopey. There. No. Nope. Ain't happening, dude. Oh, wait. Oh. There's no way downstairs except outside? So you go... Okay, so this is like the garage then? For your jet skis. Same thing over here, or what? Probably should have looked at how much timer. So, like 40 minutes. About 25 minutes in, so yeah. About 40 minutes you get on this map. I should probably head up there. See how you get up there. What happened here, guys? That could be a good vantage point to just scope it out, see the layout. I think that's where I started, right? The main house. So I did a circle pretty much all the way around that. Oh, I don't think you can get up here. Oh, is that the tunnel? I think that's the tunnel that connects to shoreline. Maybe. There be the lighthouse. found a hidden stash. What you got for me? Let's have. Oh, look at my health. Shoot. Forgot about that. You gotta eat and drink to stay hydrated and energied. Tasty. Well, looks like you can go that way pretty far too on the road. Unless it's blocked off at that point. Well, maybe I should have climbed that mountain if this keeps going. I thought this was the edge of the map. But it does not appear to be that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is definitely not the edge of the map because that was in the trailer. They showed that little house in the trailer. Dilapidated, fallen over mansion. I don't know if this was supposed to be a house or it was like a... No, I think this is like supposed to be an industrial thing. There's the lighthouse. Does look like you can get over there. There's a bridgeway, but we'll see if it actually connects. Weird textures in the sand, like, oh, they're disappearing as I go though. Interesting. So it looks like somebody like raked it to make it smooth. Well, who would do that in this post-apocalyptic... Is that a dead guy? Oh, bro. What kind of helmet you got on your face there? Little bucket. Let's head to the lighthouse then, shall we? Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, shoot. Don't kill me. Well, I guess you can't go there yet. There were no signs that I saw that said don't go here. But yeah. Well, that will conclude the tour of Lighthouse then. I didn't circle all the way around, but that was I think that was pretty much the majority of it. So should have gone up on that mountain before the lighthouse to get a clear view of the whole area, but whatever. That's a pretty cool little map. I'm sure there's a lot of points of interest that I didn't actually get into. All the buildings and all that could be pretty interesting, but I don't think I'll be playing this wipe. For one, gives me a headache, put the FOV in for 2. Not really interested in the PvP aspect of it, so probably just keep coming back every time they add new maps and that kind of stuff until they do a PvE focused, story driven part of it when the main game releases in 10 years. Who knows how long it's going to take. I'm sure it's going to take quite a while until this game actually releases as a full game, as opposed to early access beta testing. So they still have a few more maps planned just in the main map of this game, and then tying them all together. I don't know how hard that's going to be, but still a ways to go. So it's an interesting concept, an interesting game, just not for me at the moment. The plan that they have is definitely something I'm interested in, but current state, not so much. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.